everybody, welcome to White Light Tarot. This is Vrushti and today I'm going to talk about Mercury Retrograde and what is Mercury Retrograde. I have my pointers ready for today's video. I'm going to look into the points and explain you in depth exactly what is Mercury Retrograde and its effect and how it is helpful for all of us in the spiritual journey in order to move ahead, step in and do the work in order to get connected with the God consciousness, get connected with God, and do the godly work that we all need to do in our lives. Okay, before I begin the video, I like to introduce myself. I'm Vrushti and I do healing. I love reading about spirituality, about healing, self-healing, how journaling is amazing, manifestation. Tarot reading is like the best thing that has ever happened to me in my life. So today I really want to start with the basics of exactly what is Mercury retrograde. Okay, so let's begin about what is Mercury retrograde. When I say Mercury retrograde, retrograde means going in the past. Okay, and the exact meaning of the word retrograde means that it feels like you're going into the past, you're going behind, but it's not that. It's just a moment of different perspective. Okay, so what happens is that I'm going to give you a very simple example. For example, there are two cars which are going on this in the same speed, okay, on the highway, and when they are very close to each other, we feel that they are just coming closer and closer, and one of them is going behind. Okay, when you're in the same speed and when you're together, we sometimes feel one of the cars is going behind because of that same speed and the closeness. So the same thing happens in the astrology, is that the Mercury planet is very close to the earth, and that's the period where we say it's a Mercury retrograde, and usually it happens 3 times a year. So this year I have my dates as well. Jan 14th to February 13th is the Mercury retrograde, which is going to be in Aquarius and Pisces season. Then the second Mercury retrograde in this year is going to be on May 10th to June 3rd. And the third Mercury retrograde is going to be from December 29th to Jan 18th. So this is exactly what is Mercury retrograde. It feels like we're going in past, but it's not that. Okay, what it is, I'm going to explain you in a minute, but it's all about the way you look at things. Okay, it feels like we're going in past, but it is completely different from it. Okay, secondly, the main thing about Mercury retrograde is that it affects our communication, it affects the travel, the technology, so it takes the energy. Okay, so what happens is that there's complete upheaval in the energy, and it affects in communication, it affects in travel, it affects in technology. So you will see the most amount of glitches, problem in our technology, where it's computer, laptops, phones, gallery, photos, videos, everything in this period of the time. Okay, and even in communication, when you type things, and sometimes what happens is that message goes to another, you're emailing, and that email goes to somebody else, and you're not going to the exact person that needs to reach. So that's the difference. Okay, and these things happen because there's an upheaval in the energy system basically. Now I'm going to explain you a little bit info about the effect of the Mercury retrograde. What is Mercury retrograde? What you should not do in this period of time of the Mercury retrograde. Now I want to take you a little in depth. Okay, now these Mercury retrogrades effect starts from a little bit beginning. So when I say that the first Mercury retrograde of 2022 starts from Jan 14 till February 13, but the effect starts from December 29th of 2021, and it stays up to February 23rd. So basically जो main period होता है Mercury retrograde का, it happens, the energy is quite intense from Jan 14 to February 13, but उसके effects it starts earlier, like earlier 2 to 3 weeks, and it stays, the effect of it also stays for 2 to 3 weeks. That is the impact of Mercury retrograde. Now the main thing, what is Mercury retrograde, I've explained you what you should do. So see, for all of us it feels like we're going in past, because in this period you will receive you will start meeting people from the past automatically. It just happens, it's the way it is. This is the way energy basically works, okay? So we feel that all the past lovers are coming back and all, but you know what, it is about reflecting, reset and reflecting on your life. It is about taking that small pause in your hush and rush of your life in order to check within yourself that are you on the same page? Are you going in the direction where you want to achieve the things that you exactly want to achieve? It is a time to pause, to go within, check with yourself that are you doing right. It is a time to reflect on things, okay? Now, when I say Mercury retrograde, the RE word from the retrograde, there are so many words that comes into consideration with it, which is just focus on RE, okay? So reflect, relearn, reconsider, restructure, re reevaluate, review, reconcile, rest. So these are the things that you need to do. So you will have to focus basically on taking a little pause, okay? Because you know what, Mercury retrograde, the main thing is it teaches you that we live in a life right now, especially in Kali Yuga, and usually also in today's time, the modern time, we have a habit of putting in all the work and we want the review. We want whatever energy we have invested into that project, into the work, we want that energy back immediately. We want the results so fast, okay? And we're very used to that way of thinking, that way of living. So today, if I'm doing 5 times of today I do 5 asanas and I do that for maybe a week, I want to lose 1 kg in like 10-15 days. That's the way the thought process is. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong. Basically, what am I saying is that we have a habit of getting that back, the result, very soon. But Mercury retrograde teaches us that it's not about getting that result back soon. Sometimes it's also about accepting that yes, that result might take time, that reconciliation might take time, that work might take time, and you need to accept that fact. It teaches us to be okay when things go wrong. It teaches us to be okay when things are not in our control, because in the time of Mercury retrograde, a lot of unexpected things happen usually, okay? A lot of unexpected fights, a lot of unexpected anger, cruelty, things that you didn't expect will happen. So it teaches you to not be attached to these things, attached to the outcome, that I want the outcome as fast as possible, or I'm just going to walk away, or I'm just going to move on, or I'm not going to put in the kind of the work and the hard work that I need to do in order to achieve what exactly I want to achieve in my life. So this is the effect, and this is the lesson that Mercury retrograde teaches us during this time. And usually unnecessary cruelty, fights, I'll even say, you will feel a necessity to rebel, to fight back, okay, at this period of time, because the energy is up and down, okay? So you need to be, if as spiritual people, at least we try to keep that calm, we try to be aware that what's going on, so that we understand how it affects. And these energies especially affects to the empaths, intuitive beings, who are very, very much connected with their heart chakra, with their third eye chakra, and with their crown chakra. Because through that we connect with our emotions, through that we connect with our higher self, through that we connect with our angels and spiritual team, ancestors, in order for our life to go ahead. Especially spiritual people who are on a journey to find their purpose of who they are, and working that every single day and creating that bliss to live in it. Correct? So this is a time to withdraw from all those conversations and all those people whom you know that it's a nahi achha banti hamari, because it's a great chance that you will fight. So even when you're communicating, take a pause and then speak. I know we don't have a habit of it, it's very new for all of us, but this time teaches us that take pause. When you're having your 8 hours of job, okay, corporate jobs especially, taking that pause for 5 minutes, just focusing on your breath. Okay, I know when you're so much into the work environment and all, sometimes repeating those affirmations, doing these things doesn't make sense. What you want to do is just go have that chai, talk to that person, get that hug, whatever it is that works for you, basically. I've written that expect the drama during this time. It does happen. I've experienced it myself. Drama will be created in such a way that at the end, when you think that why this conversation happened, why did they fight or why did they quarrel, when you come to the conclusion, it's nothing as important. So always make sure when you're communicating at this point of time, you water your tongue, because it has an effect. Okay, it has direct effect. And when you understand, when I say Mercury retrograde, Mercury the planet rules communication. Okay, so whenever you're communicating with any friend, it sometimes even happen like when you're telling to somebody that your hair is looking amazing, it looks good on you, that haircut or that hair color. Sometimes at this point of time, this Mercury retrograde, people usually take it as you know um as like, oh, I thought it was looking not good, and I didn't knew. What are you talking about? I don't look like that. They will take things completely opposite. Okay, and it's not your fault. It's just that you become the catalyst for showing that opposite person that they're insecure about themselves, but not you. Okay, and that happens especially to empaths, intuitive beings, starseeds, light workers, healers, every spiritual person who's connected with their inner light in order to shine light and bright light for the people out there. And I truly believe that this is the time for the light to shine. Okay, so it's a shout out for all the light workers who are deciding to work on the journey to spread about what is healing, what is tarot reading, what is working with energy, what it means to heal yourself, know yourself, work on your purpose, the bliss that you get to work on your purpose and help people out there and make your dreams come true, connecting with God consciousness, and working towards that. It's amazing. Okay, and I believe we all should do that in order to feel that bliss, happiness and peace at the end of the day. Okay, this is what teaches Mercury retrograde teaches us. The pause, the reflect, that going within in is something that will teach you to, in order to learn that things, sometimes we have fear that we have decided a certain way of things to work. Okay, for example, if I am opening up a YouTube channel and I think that my YouTube channel should work this way, the algorithm I've studied, okay, the way people work in this industry I've studied, for example, and I want these things to work accordingly this way, but it doesn't work. Okay, so what happens is that the outcome doesn't go the way you've thought about. Okay, this time Mercury retrograde teaches us that things are not in our control. What is in our control is our hard work, our energy, the way we deliver things, the how creatively I can communicate to you exactly what I want to deliver right now, so it makes sense to you and I can help you out there. That is what Mercury retrograde teaches us. It teaches us that it's all in us. How much can we make improvement within ourselves to deliver things out there, and rather than saying that it didn't happen because I didn't put in that kind of the energy, that kind of work into my project or job or anything that you like, for that matter, whatever you work upon at that point of time, basically. There are other points is that delays, error, technical glitches happen a lot during this point of time. Basically, don't buy much stuff which is technological, which is cars and computers and laptops and everything. Okay, and if you're buying these things, then please make sure that you remember and you take the damage return policy, because a lot of times it happens, and it's better that you have a safe guard, so then whenever you have a problem, you have this thing, so your work will get done. It's just a thing that I've experienced, and it is all it's written in a lot of articles as well. If you read about Mercury retrograde, so it will help you as well. Now, what happens is that first thing, a lot of past connection comes up. Those friendships of 20 years back, 10 years back, 3 years back, past lovers, past people, past situations. A lot of triggering also happens during this time, okay? A lot of past guilt, grief, trauma, things that you've not healed completely, they will all come up during this time. So it is a time for you to look into and be aware about what is triggering you, what is making your nerves cranky, okay? And look into that situation. Take a journal, ask yourself, why are you feeling that? Where is that feeling coming from? Why it is hurting you? Why it is making you feel guilty? Why is it making you feel shameful about it? Why is it making you feel pain? Where it is coming from? You will not get to know in a day, you know, this is where it's coming from. No, take your time, okay? Understand the root cause of that problem is something that Mercury retrograde will help you. It will help you to understand those triggers that are triggered, because there is still, you know, processed emotions, suppressed emotions, a lot of trauma that is unhealed and that comes up during this period of time. So the things that are half healed, that things that need your attention, these things come up during this time. So you need to check that. And usually that helps you to go within yourself. Especially during Mercury retrograde, if you get the time to go on those meditation trips, on Vipassana meditation, all of these things, you should do that, because the energy is also in it is helping you, it's gonna serve you, plus what you're doing is exactly with the same wavelength of how universe is working, so the results are gonna be unanimously amazing for you guys. So you should do that. Second is review and recommit. So basically this is the good time for going back, okay, and checking those journals, those certificates, those pictures of yours, those conversations, just sitting with yourself and seeing how far you've come, okay, from every struggle, every opportunity that you've picked up from yourself, and the kind of work you've done in order to be where you are, from mind, from soul, from heart, from body, every point of it. Go sit with yourself, see how far you've come. The moment you start reflecting on things that you are and what you have, one of the things that you're going to understand is what I have understood after journaling 2 days back, is that we are so privileged, okay? And second thing is that we need I have learned the amount of immense gratitude toward things, okay? As simple as, if I love the climate, okay, if I love the weather of the day and the birds are around me and everything is good, okay, that kind of immense gratitude to be in that moment, to see those birds, to see those uh, nature, it's amazing, it's outstanding, okay? And not everybody has that opportunity to do that. If you're getting that opportunity, we all should be grateful about it, okay? Gratitude is the best attitude, okay? It will just help you to go far in your journey, and it's a very very good skill, very 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 good value that we all should imbibe within ourselves. So when you reflect on yourself, you understand the importance of gratitude in our life, and this is what you learn in Mercury retrograde. Go within and heal. Don't rush during these periods. It's a good time to leave behind the victim mentality, the lack mentality, the way we look at ourselves, starting to love yourself, starting to heal, starting a journey that gives you emotional fulfillment. It's a good time to leave the past and start something new in your life, which gives you happiness, which serves you, which gives you the money to live your life, basically. Do whatever makes you feel happy and satisfied within yourself, right? To keep things flexible. So during these times, as I've said, things get cranky, unexpected things. Keep time, okay? You don't know what happened and when things need your, like, you don't know. And I'm sorry I'm fumbling, but you don't know when people will need you, or the time will need you for you being there and helping people out there. So be a little bit flexible during this time, and it will help you a lot, basically. and use this time to reflect, recharge, balance yourself, see how far you've come, and see what you can do, you know. Because when we go into the past and we understand that the kind of struggle, the kind of hard work that we have all put into ourselves, into becoming exactly who we want to become and do what we want to do in order to become who we want to do and serve people out there, give people out there what we can receive, right? It takes immense amount of strength to do that, and a lot of people don't talk about it, but I'm there, and I want you all to tell you that start journaling, start asking yourself questions, start sitting with yourself, start meditating, start doing affirmations, start having a good self talk with yourself. This Mercury retrograde, do things that make you happy. I have made a decision as well to do things that make me happy, and coming out of that comfort zone, fear of putting myself out there or judgment, and doing exactly what my heart wants and keeps it happy. Because when your heart is happy, you're happy, and your body is happy, and when your body is happy, you're able to do things and create magic in the world, and we're all here for that, right? So that's it for today's video. I hope you have had an amazing time listening to me. I had an amazing time making this video. What is Mercury retrograde, and explaining you what exactly it is and its effect on us. I will definitely make small videos about spirituality and different explanations about the impact of journaling, manifestation, and how it affects our life and changes our life completely and helps us to heal ourselves, love ourselves, understand who we are, the light within ourselves, connecting with our truth, which is who we are and our purpose, and keep doing that, walking the God path, the God consciousness. And I believe myself that I really believe that I want to stand, okay? I want to stand for all those people who are sensitive, who are emotionally sensitive people, empath, intuitive beings, star seeds, light workers, healers, tarot readers out there who are here on a mission to heal, who are here on the mission to work with Gaia, angels, to do work to spread peace, love, and healing. Okay, and I believe that I am being the light in the dark. What I mean by this is basically showing you the pathway of the light in the dark through whatever I can do. Okay, so thank you so much for watching my video. This is Vrushti signing off. I'll see you soon in my next video. Until then, bye bye. Take care of yourself and your family. I'll see you soon. Until then.